Alright guys, welcome back. Tad the Brave back at it again. For those who are new here, I am trying to, I was going to sell the Hawkeye STI, but the buyer ended up going with a 06 STI. You know, props on him. Came by to visit, really nice dude. Definitely we saw comparisons between the differences of an 06 and an 07. Pretty cool actually. Basically it's like the gear ratio, the flare here, like on the side, 07s, they stick out a lot more aggressively, stuff like that. But anyway, so if you guys are here, I finally put the timing belt cover back on, the crank pulley back on. I'm gonna eventually swap this and go to a fluid damper down the road after I buy a house. I did repair this. It's kind of messed up, but a lot of scratches from here because I was confused how to mount this. But this is the AC pulley tensioner mechanism right here. I am gonna list all the parts that I used to get it brand new, because the one that I had, like this one, if you guys see in my previous video, it completely got destroyed. And then I put a nice note to myself of when I did the timing belt, so I'll know when to do it again. I finally actually installed the Keller B high flow elbow, and I'm actually really impressed. You guys can't really see it, sorry for the angle, but those are the bolts that it came with. It got a little dirty, but if you guys look at this on the sun, it's really nice and sparkly. Too bad it's not going to be able to be seen there too much. But yep, I finally got the belt to come on. So if you guys are ever doing this job yourself and you're wondering like, oh man, I'm having a hard time putting the AC belt back on, how do I do it? Basically wrap it around your AC belt, use your 22 mil socket after you wrap it around your pulley, and then you're just gonna clockwise rotate it. And as you're rotating it, it's gonna start from here and you make its way by pushing it. You don't have to use my method, but I used the 10-inch, and as I was torquing, I was slowly pushing the belt to eventually where it got seated all the way around, as you can see. Sorry I can't really record this part, but basically I'm gonna figure this part out, how to put the, where did it go? The AC pulley tensioner, and then, oh, there it is, fell down. Where are you going? Don't jump and try to get lost on me. So basically those are gonna stay there. I am gonna figure this out, and when I do, I'll start recording again. In the meantime, hang tight. Okay guys, so I finally figured it out. So this, you know how it's like lefty loosey, righty tighty? You gotta go opposite. I don't know why the threads, I guess they allowed to make that happen. So if you go left, you're tightening it, and then if you're going right, you're loosening it. You know, so it's the opposite of lefty loosey, righty tighty. So just flip that saying backwards. What I did was I took this out, and then I slipped this through, and then I made sure that 2 of the nuts were back on there. And then you want some tension, kind of like this, but not a lot, because that's what happened to me last time. I made it too tight where I couldn't push it down like this, and this thing exploded. First it was making a noise like ee! And then I ignored it. I was like, it's really nothing. And then after that, just driving on the back to my unit, I hear excuse me, I hear something like kind of explode, and I'm like, what the hell? Then I pop it open, and then that's where you guys saw the damage right there. So I'm just putting the alternator, power steering, and crank pulley belt back on. Next, you know, I'll just have to install the new radiator hoses that I got, because I'll show you guys in a bit. The one I have, it kind of got scratched thanks to this little thing. So be back in a bit. All right, so this is the ugly hose. I mean, it held good. It gets discolored though. I don't know where that discolor is coming from, but as you can see, there's damage right there. I did not want to risk running that hose, and then the pressure makes that hole a lot bigger and it blows up. So I ordered these. This is pretty cool. Yung mga kababayan ko, they made these from the Pinas. So you can see here, made in Philippines. Pinoy pride represent, know what I'm saying? So this one's gonna be the top one, as you guys can see. It's gonna go like this. See, and look at that clearance, a lot more clearance than what I had before. And we'll test it out too when we can get that radiator to come over here. And then obviously the bottom one's right here. So bottom right there. So let's work on bringing this bad boy, taking the hoses off the top and bottom right there. And for those whoever buys this, just know Mishimoto, they do not torque this down, and I think that's why I was leaking coolant before. So you may want to torque this down. I believe it's in one of my old videos. Check on the list. I believe this is like a 19 mil. Could be mistaken though. So let's work on bringing this bad boy on over back to the Subaru.